Gauntlet 2014, or Gauntlet Remastered, or Gauntlet Remake, however you want to call it, Gauntlet is back. And my god, has Gauntlet changed by a lot, mainly because it's not really pixelated anymore, but still, it's Gauntlet. The main change I can see from this Gauntlet compared to the other Gauntlet games is the fact that you can buy rings and trinkets that can be used at any point in the game, so long as you have mana potions, because that's the way they decided to make sense of it. And you know what? It does make sense, because you can't just constantly spam your demonic effigy just to summon a demon to help you out all the goddamn time. That would be cheating. In addition to the ring and trinkets, you have special abilities for each character. So for the Valkyrie, you have a shield throw, just like Captain America. You have a whirlwind for the warrior. You have a bomb for the elf. And for the wizard, you don't have any, but you can conjure up spells just like in Magicka. And for that reason alone, the wizard is the most complex character out of them all, so if you actually want to play the wizard, you better get good. There is also a system called the mastery system. Now this mastery system is basically, let's say you destroy 2,000 props, and after you've done that, you get an achievement. It's like, hey, every now and again, when you destroy a prop, you can get some gold. Whoop-de-doo. But it doesn't stop there. It acts kind of like a noob safety net for dying as well. And this is actually a problem, because it doesn't just reduce damage you take from whatever. It also reduces how much gold you lose. Now the entire idea of Gauntlet, at least when you're playing with your friends, is you lose gold whenever you die. And your friends can pick that up and then add on to their gold cash instead. And you might think I'm rambling about the wrong thing, like, oh no, I'm gonna lose less gold whenever I die. This is such a tragedy, isn't it? Well, that's not the issue. The issue is whenever you take damage with a class, say, the elf, if you take 3,000 damage, you get an achievement, and it's like, hey, whenever you're about to take a fatal blow, it's not going to happen. Instead, you're going to be reduced down to 1 HP, and every 2 minutes it will recharge, and if you're about to take another fatal blow, you won't die again. And this is elf bullshit, and bullshit in general, because they put this in Gauntlet of all games. Once you get all your masteries, you're basically OP with the class you're playing. So if the Valkyrie got all her masteries, once you got reduced to like around 55 or 35%, how I can't remember, you take no damage. But anyway, enough about the masteries. Let's talk about the boss fights, because the boss fights are pretty unique. That's a lie. Only one boss fight is pretty unique. The other two is basically wait until his health bar shows and then attack him. So rather than focusing on all 3 boss fights and telling you what they're like, I'm just going to focus on the first boss, because he's the only one that's interesting out of the lot. The only way of damaging this boss is by taking out his heart. And the process of doing so, along with himself coming towards you and adds spawning all the time, because you're not focusing on the summoning stones, it gets kind of difficult. And the game doesn't tell you how you can take out his heart. You have to find out yourself. So there's a bit of learning involved in the game. While the other 2 bosses is just health bar shows, attack him until health bar goes away. But enough about the bosses. Let's talk about death. Now death is actually real in this. It's not just, oh no, you died, restart. Death is a physical person who kills you because he wants to. I don't know why. But it does add something unique to the game, because I don't actually remember any game I've played in the past few years that have had a mechanic similar to this, where you are being chased by something you cannot beat. Apart from Prince of Persia Warrior Within, when you were chased by the Dahaka. Imagine death is the Dahaka in Gauntlet. I know it sounds like I was complaining a lot about the game, but overall I actually enjoyed Gauntlet. It's a very fun game, and if you have a group of 4 people, it's way better. It's a lot better, because everyone wants to dick over the other person because they want their gold. And the game also has replay value, not just because you're playing it with your friends, but because there are different difficulties. Easy, normal, hard, and unfair. And everything from normal and above rewards you with cosmetic gear, so you can actually make your character look really, really cool if you do it unfair. If you do it normal, some characters look kind of stupid, like the warrior. He has a bucket. So yeah, buy Gauntlet. You have a lot of fun with your friends.